it would probably make sense to have the door open before I back into the garage. This vehicle here is sold. We did all the paperwork a little bit earlier today, and they're gonna take it on Monday. I'm actually gonna bring it down to the house. So we're gonna leave it right inside here for the weekend. This way it stays nice and clean. And then on on Monday, when I bring it over to the house, you know, it'll be perfect looking just like it is right now. This is a 2020 Chevy Traverse. This is a 3LT with what's called a premium package. Now, when you get the premium package, you get things like 20-inch wheels, you get in-dash navigation, you get the rear view camera mirror, which is this mirror here, which you can convert to a camera, which is pretty cool. And you get the surround vision camera. So as you can see here, we're looking forward. We're also seeing around us. And you can see the little tiles on the floor. You can see the chairs and the table to the right. You know, you kind of get a good perimeter view. Each one of these buttons, as you press, will show you either the back or the front camera. So that's the rear camera, that's the front. Here's a wider angle of the front and the back. Here's an aerial looking at the back, looking at the front. Here's like an exploded view where you can kind of see around the vehicle from the back or the front. This one actually I feel is a lot more beneficial when you're in a wide open area. When you're in tight quarters like this, it kind of gets a little deceiving on where things actually are, whether it be the wall or whatever. When you're out in the open, it's a little bit better, and it's pretty cool to kind of see everything around the vehicle. Then of course you got the front, actually I'm sorry, that's looking back on each side, and then the front on each side. If I turn the wheel here, you'll see the wheel kind of moving. And you can take guidelines on or off. Go to page 2, that just turns off your surround vision because you don't have to have that on if you don't want. But this is part of a Premier model, a High Country model, and a 3LT with a premium package. Now this is one Traverse that I've sold out of 5 since I've been back since April 27th. Actually Friday, April 24th I was here. 27th I was back to work. Now back then it was great because we were really only working 9 to 5. No Saturdays, so it was really a cool schedule. We did that for about 2 weeks. Then we worked from like 9 to 6 and we came in 3 hours on Saturday. Then a second salesperson came back and we did like a full Saturday. So little by little we got to where we are today, which is basically Monday through Friday. We're open from 9 in the morning until 7 at night. Some days we stay a little later if we're busy. And Saturdays from 9 to 5. With a day off. I have Tuesdays off, so I'm back to having a day off during the week. But what I did was, since as of today we're basically done with 8 weeks back after the COVID shutdown, I wrote down all the different cars I sold, and I figured I'd update you guys on what I've done here since I've been back. So as of right now, I have 56 cars sold since I've been back. We are 8 weeks, or figure 2 months, 2 months back to work. Now, I sold probably 5 or 6 cars that were deals that fell through, you know, for credit reasons. A couple customers weren't happy with the rates they got with their credit rating. I had a couple vehicles I couldn't locate, like a Silverado Trail Boss, just couldn't get the truck, you know, so there was nothing really I could do about that. And we had a couple people that were just looking, they bought, and then they decided to cancel, you know, for their own personal reasons. So I probably sold about 61 or 62 vehicles. What we're noticing is it's a very high closing ratio. You know, we're closing 70 to 80% of the people we talk to, which is much higher than normal. I average usually around 50%, 55%. I think industry average is probably around 30%. So, you know, the people that are coming in or are contacting us are definitely interested buyers. So let's get into it. What did I sell? Of the 56, 25 were new, 31 were used. We sold 5 Traverses, 5 Silverados, 7 Equinoxes, 2 Blazers, 2 Camaros, 1 Trailblazer, 1 Trax, and 1 Corvette. Those were the new, the 25 new. And of the used, the 31, I mean, the majority of these are all certified pre-owned General Motors except for 3. So 3 non-GM used vehicles. One was a 2017 Lexus IS 350, sold a 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee, and we sold a 2017 Mercedes GLA 250. Other than that, everything else was GM cars. So if you're looking at Tahoe and Suburban, we did 3. If you're looking at Yukon and Yukon XL, we did 2. I did 2 Acadias, 1 Trax, 2 Volts, 2 Impalas, 3 Cruises, 6 Equinoxes, 2 Silverado / Sierra, and 5 Colorado or Canyons. I think it was like 3 Canyons and 2 Colorados. So 31 used total, 25 new, 56 sold. And I gotta tell you, I'm super excited and very happy about that. And we're keeping it going. We're gonna try to sell as many cars as we can. And in trying to sell as many cars as possible, I think the one issue we're going to run into, like many dealerships across the country, is lack of inventory. So, you know, we have enough Traxxas. We're pretty good on the new Trailblazer. I have plenty of Equinoxes. When it comes to the Blazer, we're down to like 3 or 4 Blazers. We're only down to a handful of Traverses. Traverses in that the one I sold earlier that I showed you in the shop there, that was actually sold as an inbound unit, and I have a couple more sold like that as well. Those are cars that are built from the factory. They're on their way here and they're already spoken for. You know, customers already put deposits in and are basically buying those as soon as they show up. I just noticed here we have an RS Trailblazer with the red roof, which I haven't seen yet in person. What do you think? Not bad. Definitely different. I'd like to see it all cleaned up and without all the paper and everything on it, but here's a white one with a black roof. I sold the Trailblazer the other day. The woman is extremely happy with the vehicle. Actually, it looks like we got a couple more Traverses here that must have just come in. Tahoe and Suburban, we're down to next to nothing left. Only a handful. You know, we will be getting a brand new Tahoe and a brand new Suburban shortly. Hopefully they end up showing up sometime in the summer. This is actually a sold Silverado, which I talked about in my last video. This has the standard box. This is getting delivered on the 30th. What else we got here? Silverados, we're down only to a few. Got a crew cab here, a regular cab, and a couple of leftover 2018s. Colorados, we're down to a couple. I do have another parking lot not far away, which has some Traxxas and Equinoxes and stuff, so we definitely have plenty of those. It's no different with pre-owned vehicles either, because usually this section is all full pre-owned vehicles, so you can see the lot there is pretty much empty. We have a couple of holes there, hole here, and then that whole row is pretty much empty, where usually that's filled with inventory. I will say at the moment we do have a lot of cars. A lot of sedans have been traded in recently, which usually, you know, on the new car side, we really don't sell that many sedans like Impalas and Malibus and stuff. But it's nice to have a nice selection of cars. And we also got a bunch of different things in on trade that are like late model. So I'm gonna do some sort of like reviews like I normally do on our cars, but I'm gonna do it on these because they're non-GM vehicles. Such as this 2019 Toyota Camry XSE, which is a pretty sporty little car. Somebody traded this in for a Chevrolet Volt. This 2018 Land Rover Discovery, which was traded in for a Chevy Blazer. And finally, this 2020 Jeep Gladiator Rubicon, which I'm really excited to get in and check out because, as most of you, if you watch the channel, know, I did have a Jeep Wrangler at one point, which I really enjoyed, and I can't wait to kind of get in that and see what it's all about. I haven't really been in one up close yet. So that's pretty much it, man. That's what's been going on. You know, I really appreciate you guys watching the channel, and I appreciate the comments and DMs and stuff about wanting to see more videos. You know, I truly appreciate from the bottom of my heart that you guys are interested in seeing the content that I actually, you know, put out here. And I'm sorry that recently it hasn't really been a frequent thing. You know, I had to kind of put taking footage and filming and making these videos, I had to kind of put it in the back seat for the moment because we've been truly busy here and we're also still short-handed. So, you know, it's just a lot of workload. We've been running around like crazy throughout the day, and you know, that's my primary income. So, you know, I had to just take advantage of it while I can. So, you know, I'm gonna try to do what I can to get some extra videos out there for you guys. I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. Have a great day, and check this out. Just in case you're wondering, you know, what do you use for a tripod throughout the day? Right now I chose the AC Delco battery and the Spray 9 bottle, which made a perfect little spot to put the camera. And this is actually just like a battery shell. It's not even a real battery. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for watching.